So, hey, what's up, guys? You are tuned into Miss Precise. Alright, now, this is Miss Precise. You're tuned into another episode of my life. And I'm going to talk about, like, basically just life after surgery. Um, like, life after surgery is good. It's amazing. I feel amazing. Like, my, you know, as you know, I talked about like my shoulder surgery and everything like that. I talked about having to do back injections and everything else after the car accident. But truthfully, like, I still need like some type of support when I'm walking. But like, as far as my arms, I can move it around. Like I said, okay. I could shoulder roll now. Let's say, can't dance yet. Working on that, gonna get there. But basically, like, life after surgery is like, at the beginning, it's rough. Of course, the beginning is like the hardest time, the hardest of your life. You're not able to do anything. Like I said, I wasn't able to shower on my own. My mom had to help me. I couldn't really do anything, like carry anything. But the funny part is, if I was able to walk correctly and then it was just like my arm that I had to worry about, I would have been fine. Like, just walking around, moving around with my right hand. But the problem was, it was my left arm, my left leg. As you can see, it takes a little while for me still with my left leg. Like, I could just kick out the right side, but I still feel like a little bit of pressure like back here in my back, but I'm fine other than that. Like, so basically it's like I feel excited because it's like I'm coming into myself. This experience, this journey for me has been like so self-reflecting. This is tissue, by the way. It has been so self-reflecting, this journey for me. There you go. Yeah, this journey for me has been like so self-reflecting. I've been able to think about my life, think about the past and all the time that I wasted on certain things that I shouldn't have been doing, certain people I shouldn't have been, corresponding with, or allowing me to hold myself back for what I needed to do. I don't know if you guys know, but like, I used to model. I could still model though. Like, I look like I need to just touch up my eyebrows, but other than that, I look good. Yeah, so anyway, like, alright, so now basically the real deal is that I hung around with a lot of people that were probably around me for the wrong reasons. People that judged me, people that, like, I don't really know how to explain it fully, but like, they was just around me because how, like, I think there was a meme that says, a lot of people that say, oh, they happy for you is not really a happy for you. Like, they're just wishing for your downfall. Like, that's one of the memes I've heard. I had a lot of experiences with that as of lately, or through the last few years or whatever. Another meme, it says that some people are around you just so they could say that they knew you first when you make it. Like, if you make it, actually. I experienced that to the T, because I had some people like did not support me, didn't come to none of my events, like if I threw parties or whatever, like didn't come to anything. And then after I threw the party, they'd be like, oh, why you didn't tell me? I would have came. Oh, it looked nice. It looked lit. I heard about it. Or I would have some people just come in trying to get in for free, or come in looking around, trying to see who's there, how much money I'm getting, like stuff like that. I also had incidents with, like, people that I had to beg people to come. And I feel like if you had to beg somebody to be your friend, like, they shouldn't be your friend. At the end of the day, you don't need them in your life. You feel me? yeah, like I had to like really, really beg a lot of people to support me. I cried a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot in my life. I didn't understand why people were the way that they were. My whole thing is like, oh, I'm good to everybody. I support everybody. Like I'm always there for you. So why you can't be there for me? And I expected like people to be the show the same love and appreciation that I showed to them to me. And that was before the surgery. Like I was sad, I was depressed, I was angry a lot, I was hurt. Like I was just like living for other people, and it was holding me back from doing what I really wanted to do. I would listen to other people's advice and they'd be like, oh, I don't think you should do that. And then I would be like, yeah, you know what, maybe you're right. Like, or they'd be like, I don't think that's gonna work. Like, so I also, like, my father always told me, like, not to tell people your plans, or you know how like they be like, don't tell your right hand what your left hand do. Like it's pretty much like that type of situation, you know what I mean? But I didn't understand it at the time, and I was like, yo, like I want people to be around me for me. I want people to like me. And it's like I was just doing too much. You know when somebody's like doing the most to get attention? Like I used to do that. I used to have, as far as like money wise, I used to always try to dress fly, like be like, oh look, put on name brand and stuff just so people could like me, be around me, like act like, you know, I got money, like, you know. But then I realized those weren't really my friends. Those people were just there just to get something from me. Like they weren't, it wasn't genuine. Like a lot of the friendships that I had were not genuine. Like honestly, my most genuine friendships is like with my family, like my cousins, or like, you know, like that, my siblings, regardless of how we, you know, argue, whatever. Every family has like those like little issues. We'll talk about that later. Um, but like, yeah, I used to live for my friends pretty much throughout my high school life, college life, especially college life. Like I really lost myself. Like, um, trying to fit in because I didn't understand how to be an adult, and I was just, you know, you trying to figure out everything. And I mean, throughout life you're always going to be trying to figure out the next journey, the next step in your life, but you'll never have it right. And it's like you have to be okay with not knowing what's going to be next. You have to be okay with not being certain of what the future holds, or what tomorrow holds, or what's going to happen. You have to just be okay with it. And me going through this car accident, whatever, and being injured, like to the point where I can't move my arm, to the point where I can't walk, like it woke me up. Like honestly, it woke me up. But before that, I dealt with like one of my closest cousins, that was younger than me. She passed away or whatever, and I think that experience, being that it was unexpected, like it just came out of nowhere. She didn't live her rough life. She wasn't like all outside a lot. She wasn't like a gangster. She didn't have the wrong type of people around her. So no, she wasn't murdered or anything like that. It was like natural medical causes or whatever that happened to her, unfortunately. But um when it happened, I just felt like that's the first time I ever felt an emptiness inside. Like I always thought I felt emptiness, and I felt sad, and I felt depressed, and I felt, and when that happened, it woke me up too. Like, so I went from dealing with that, and then like learning myself and figuring myself out at that time. I just got a new job. Like I was just going through different journeys in life, and I feel like God, or Jah, as I say, like was teaching me to trust in him, like trust in the universe, and be okay with that. Like I've always questioned it, like why is this happening to me, why is that happening to me. This was the first time that I did not question anything, and I was so at peace. Like honestly, I really was. I felt sad, I felt hurt, I was in a daze for a few days when it happened, but then I felt clarity and at peace. Like it, even though I didn't understand, it was like I understood it was okay. Like the end of the day, and then this accident happened 2 weeks later. And I was like, oh my God, I could have lost my life. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Like, it was amazing. It really, really, really was amazing. I know I'm going on, and oh Lord, it's been 10 minutes. I mean, I know I'm going on, but this is just like my story, my journey. Like, I just wanted to express that with you guys, and like, I'm gonna be doing YouTube a lot more and stuff like that. I'm gonna be telling my story. I'm gonna be, just sitting here in my journey. Like, I just sit between these four walls in my room. That's really where I'm gonna be majority of the time. As I get better and as I start to go outside, because that is the plan eventually, like, I'm gonna stop using my crutches. I'm going to start walking around, little by little. Of course, I have to walk slow and everything like that, because I'm not there yet. I'm limping, like, really, really bad. It hurts. Like, if I stand up, my back hurts. If I lay down, my back hurts. Like, I get headaches and dizziness. I have to take medication. Like, I have a lot. Like, and I'm the type of person, I don't even take that, like, medicine. Like, I don't believe in it. I don't like it. I still have to take regular Advils, regular Tylenols, as well as time goes by. But what I would do, I'll go through the pain, but when it gets like too much, like the other day, like last week, I couldn't move for 2 days. Like, 2 days, that's a long time. Like, and I was like really, really, really in pain. So that second day, I was like, nah, I can't deal with this. And I took the medicine. Like, I took the muscle relaxers, because of course my muscles and everything is tight. I took the Motrin 800, like, to loosen up the pain in my body. I took the headache medicine. I took vitamins. Yeah, like, I just was trying to make sure that, like, everything is in tune with my body. So far, like, all I do, that's all I do. Drink water. I'm not trying to advertise a specific water company, by the way. Oh, interesting, they're both the same, Nestle. Anyway, but yeah, drink water. All I have is water. Like, sometimes I'll drink like cranberry juice or something like that. And all I drink all day long is water. Once in a while, like, I'll feel for some like vitamin C, like, a little orange juice in the morning, like maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. That's very rare. I drink cranberry juice. Like, I definitely also drink that. Like, I'll talk about like my health regimens as well later on, but like the cranberry juice, I'll drink that once a week or twice a week, because it's very sweet. And then, like, my cousin Nia or whatever, by the way, she showed me a trick to do with the cranberry juice, because it's like so sweet, or it could be like really sour and it has a strong taste to it by itself. Like, she pours water in it or whatever, and like shakes it up to dilute it, and then drinks it. I was like, wow, like, why do you do that? And she explained to me, and I was like, oh, that's a really, really smart idea. And that's something that I started doing as well. Plus, all I do is drink water anyway, or like, I'll drink some of that, I'll drink water, like, just to flush it out. But it helps clean out your system. It helps everything. Like, I don't really eat meat. I don't. I'm a vegetarian. I've been like that for like 7 years now. But I don't eat healthy. That's the funniest part about it. I'm not a vegan. I would like to be, but I'm not, because I'm not that disciplined. And I need discipline. I'm gonna get there one day. So yeah, like, and it's hard. You gotta have money. Like, I ain't got that type of money right now. Like, I'm trying to save up. And then, like, also, like I said, like, with the accident, I lost my job. Like, so basically, it's just like a lot of stuff happened. My cousin passed away. The car accident happened. No, I got a new job. My cousin passed away. Car accident happened. And then I lost my job. I couldn't move. Like, I'm on crutches. I had to do surgery. I had to do multiple procedures. Like, it was just a lot going on. And at a time like that in somebody's life, you will feel like they're down, they're out, they can't function, they're depressed, they're sad, they're angry, all of these things. And the funniest part about it is, no, not once. Not once did I feel that way. Not once did I complain. The only time that I had a difficult time was probably like when my headaches and my dizziness would happen, which was every single day, every single day. And I'm talking about this. I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm trying not to. I didn't even expect to have this emotion, but I'm so relieved in it. I finally get to tell my story. I never ever like really told anybody. I didn't even have like. I realized like who, like a lot of my friends weren't there for me. Like that's what I was trying to explain to you at the beginning. Is like a lot of people like they're there for you. Da 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 da. Nobody was there for me. My job, my coworkers, nobody was there for me. Like at the beginning, you know, everybody's like, "Oh, get well soon, see you soon," like you know, stuff like that. And then after that, they said it once. Never heard from them again after 2-3 weeks. Never again. It goes to show how people's priorities are, and it's crazy enough that during that time of my life, all I could think about was, I gotta get back to work. I gotta start walking. I gotta get better. You know, like I was just thinking like I gotta get better. That's just it. Like that was just my motivation, was to just live life. Like I'm like I have a lot to live for. I need to be here. I need to be here. Is like the feeling that I got. Yeah, it was just like a lot going on. It really, really was a lot going on. But through it all, I stayed positive. Like mentally, I was strong. Physically, I look weak. Mentally, I'm strong, and that's just like keeping me there. I'm trying to walk. I'm trying to like do stuff. It's taking me 30 minutes to get 2 blocks. Like crazy enough. I was so determined. And then I realized I had to slow down. Like the doctor's like, you know, it's going to be a slow process. You can't rush it. You got to let your body get some rest. You have to sleep. You have to eat properly. Like, you know, you have to like let the body heal itself. And then I started listening to that maybe after a month. I realized like, all right, I'm pushing myself too hard. I'm pushing myself too hard because it was hurting a lot. And I was like, you know, and then after the surgery, the next month, 2 months it took me to get the surgery done, which is really fast usually for some people, but it was a need be basis, so that's why it had to be so quick. Whenever it's an emergency, it gets rushed right away. So after the surgery, basically like I decided to rest, like not try to force myself to walk, not do this, not do that. Like I tried to stay in the house, like, and mentally I was good. I started writing again. I started like writing poetry, music. I have a couple of short stories. I'm trying to write books. Like these are goals that I've always had that people always told me I could not accomplish, and I sat there and I listened to them, and I let life get the best of me and get frustrated and all of that, and then I stopped doing it. But I always felt an emptiness inside of me like all that time, and I never felt happy with myself, regardless of how people were like, oh, you're modeling, you're doing this, you're doing that. Wow, it's snowing crazy outside. Yeah, you're modeling, you're doing this, you making it, da 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 da. I was not living my best life at all. I was living my worst life, I feel like, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Like spiritually is the most important thing. I talk about spirituality so much. I've always talked about spirituality since I was a little girl. Like, yeah, I've always been on it. And you know when something's not right with you, but at the end of the day, it's like I didn't want to go to a doctor. I didn't want to go seek help because I felt like they're gonna classify me as something's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with being bipolar or schizophrenic and all that other stuff. Like, yes, these are mental illnesses. These are, you know, mental health issues and stuff like that. That's on the rise lately, but they do have people that you could talk to, therapists, physicians, you know. They have medication that you can take if you need to take it, but I feel like you don't even need to go that far a lot of times. You just need to meditate, sit with yourself, learn yourself, love yourself. Love yourself is very important. Love yourself. You understand? Um, yeah, I'm just gonna be living my best life now. Like from here on out. Like at this point, I'm at peace with myself. I'm okay with me not being perfect. Before, I was not okay with not being perfect. I had one of those narcissistic personalities, very annoying, and I used to get annoyed with other people for every little thing. And now I learned that, it's okay for people to be who they are. Like as far as like they're gonna make mistakes, I'm not gonna get upset about it. I used to be on myself hard at work, at other places. um yeah, so I'm just gonna do what I gotta do to live my best life. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna be online, working at home, on the computer, getting money while I'm going through this recovery process. As I get better, like I'm a lot stronger physically, and stuff like that. My muscles are starting to build up again. I still have a little muscle damage, nerve damage, whatever, but slowly but surely everything is going well by the grace of God. Like honestly, by the grace of God. And yeah, so I'm just gonna be working online. Um, what type of job I'm gonna be doing online? It's gonna still be in the same field I've always been teaching. That's always been something that I'm here to do. I've always felt like I should be a motivational speaker. Even though I used to be shy, and I didn't want the honestly, I didn't want the responsibility. It wasn't even about being shy. I just didn't want the responsibility. I didn't want it to be like, oh, in case it don't work out. You know how you always have doubts? I didn't want people to blame me. That's what it was. I did not want the responsibility for other people's lives. I felt like I carried on a lot of weight from other people, and now I just let it go. It's all good. I was in and out of a relationship for 10 years. Um, I'm at peace with the fact that it didn't work out. It's been 2 years. I'm over it. Um, I'm not looking for another relationship, but if push be to shove, or God decides that that's what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen naturally. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna try to make it happen. I'm not gonna try to go back to the old situation either, because I used to always do that. I'm at peace with it. I'm good. I'm good with people not calling my phone. Nobody calls me. I'm good. Um, and once you're good with yourself, and like I said, it's all about loving yourself. It's all about your spirituality. It's all about positive thinking. I don't have any negative thoughts at all. Like I've always heard people talk about it, but it's a different experience when you don't experience it. When you go through it, it's like, oh my gosh. Like I know some of you might be going through rough patches, but I want to let you know it's not the end of the world. It's not. Like you can get through it. You will get through it. Everybody has their own season when they make it. Like everybody has to go through their struggles. Everybody has to go through their trials and tribulations. It looks easy for other people. Their life might have been hard before they got to that winning season. You don't know what it took before, how many losses they took before they got to that winning season. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, a lot of my losses was physical. Like I experienced a lot of physical losses, like death with other people and stuff like that. I was angry. Like it was a lot going on. I'm gonna talk about all of these different things in different videos, but right now this video is just an overall like outlook of me and how I feel after the surgery. I'm just gonna stick to the topic honestly, because it's hard for me to do that. I run my bed into tangents, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, so the goal, like I said, I'm working online. I'm gonna try to be working with a few different companies, trying to teach English online to non-English speakers. I'm gonna try to work with, at least if I could work with 3 to 4 companies, I'll do that at home, get money, whatever. Yeah, and then after that, like it's pretty much gonna be springtime soon, because we're in March, the beginning of March or whatever. So then the next step, like I said, every day I'm gonna go outside, try to take walks, try to like get my body back to what it needs to be. But I'm not gonna take my crutches anymore. I don't want to hold on to that, because I feel like the crutches is a symbolization of the people and the negative things in my life that I need to let go of. And the first step is going to be the crutches. You understand? Like, yeah, like I'm going to explain that symbolization later as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be exercising, stretching, trying to get my body right. Like, you know, I gotta stretch out. Like I started working out at therapy with my arms and everything. I could lift it up now. Like, I couldn't do that before. Something like this. See, like now I could do it. I mean, it's not all the way, but I could do it. It hurt a little bit, but it's not as intense as it was originally. I could deal with this. So yeah, like, and then now I just gotta stretch out my left leg. So it's just like my left side of my body was paralyzed. I couldn't feel my left leg at all. It was numb. I was dragging it. The procedures helped a lot. Like the doctors did explain to me, like, I'm gonna start feeling my leg first or whatever, and then like my back. So it's happening slowly. I just had to give it time and learn that life, you gotta slow down sometimes. Everything is not a rush. I used to always be in a rush, and everything is not a rush. I think that's a part of growing up in New York City, is like everything is quick and then you get angry like if it don't work out. But sometimes, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Like the tortoise, you know, not a turtle, the other one. Yeah, that was bad slow, but then at the end they won. Like, you know, it's the same thing like that. You're gonna get to the finish point. Everybody gets to the finish point when they get to the finish point. Everybody's journey is different, and that's what we gotta be okay with. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I'm okay with me being me. Yeah. So after I finish like the online job, I'm gonna do the online job, of course. Like I said, practice, you know, stretching, exercising. I'm gonna get back into the gym eventually when I feel like I'm ready and my leg could sustain a little bit more pressure, because now I'm starting to stand on my left leg. I couldn't do that before at all. I couldn't even stand up to wash dishes. That's how serious it was. It used to hurt within 10 minutes. Now it hurts within 10 minutes. It's not as painful, but I could last 15 to 18 minutes before I have to sit down or lean on that wall and try to play it off like I'm not hurting. So I'm getting better little by little. What else? Yeah, so the goal is to go back to work. Like I said, the spring is coming up, the summertime is coming up. I want to be able to, you know, enjoy my summer. Like, I do want to throw parties again. I do want to continue everything I was doing before, the modeling again. But first, when I start modeling again, I gotta talk to my modeling agency, of course. If not, I'm gonna see what works out, if I still have that. If not, I'll just go to another location. But I could just always work on this. My face modeling, hair modeling like I used to do, different hairstyles. I could do hand modeling for like different nail artists. Clothes. Like, I could just model for clothes, like, because I have a fashionable sense. Like, I'm still slim and everything like that. I can model shoes, sneakers, or whatever. I can't wear stilettos. I can't wear heels yet. So I have to, like, it's going to take a while. Continue to throw parties again like I used to. But that involves standing up and walking around and stuff like that. I would love to get back to bartending, but everything's like slow. These are all my goals that I'm wishing. I'm gonna make a vision board or whatever, and I'm gonna show you guys what my vision board looks like eventually. I do want to go back to work. I want to go back to teaching. I was a middle school teacher. I am still a middle school teacher because that's the jobs that I've been applying for. I've taught younger kids, private schools, daycares, elementary, coaching, after school programs. I've done all that. And like for the last 15 years of my life, I'm in my early 30s, and I know I don't look like it, but yeah, so I've done all of that, and I want to go back to teaching. I want to continue it with the older kids this time, to like mold them into life, to let them know what they have in store for them, because I didn't have that. A lot of people don't have that, and I want to still be a mentor. I have a program that I'm about to start up soon, dealing with self-esteem and confidence and everything else like that, and then like focusing on their goals and their dreams, and like just manifesting everything into life. And everything manifests with how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Basically, like that's what I want to do, and this is my calling, like to be a positive light, to help you guys. Like I was here to help you guys. Like I've started a YouTube page for so long. I started with makeup. I started with like hair tutorials. A lot of the videos didn't get posted, and I was kind of upset about it because like for some reason it wouldn't upload. Like a lot of them, only like one of each uploaded, which was kind of weird. But and I was like, man, like this is what I'm trying to do, and like I let a year go by, whatever, and then it didn't upload, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I'll still be doing that here and there, little by little, whatever, because I do everything, a little bit of everything. But it's not going to be as much as I thought it would be. It would be like, different type of videos for different type of people, or different personalities. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just here to uplift y'all guys. Make sure you check me out. Make sure you look at my videos. Make sure you're gonna see the journey from me being like, my emotions are crazy. Like I just flip like that. I'm a Capricorn, so you're gonna see. We're gonna talk about different things. Tell me what you want me to talk about. If you want me to talk about my surgery, how I felt with the surgery, if you want me to talk about the accident, I'm not ready to talk about it, but I will consider answering certain questions. If you want me to talk about makeup, I guess, or you want me to talk about hair, what I do with my hair, like natural hair, I do wear weaves and wigs and all of that other stuff as well, but I've been on like the braiding journey, the twist journey for a little while now. I will also wear my regular hair out like later on in the summer because it's gonna be really hot. I will wear my regular hair out in the summer. I'm gonna like cut it a little bit, like straighten it, cut it like to get it even and stuff like that. My hair is as long as these. My hair's like down here, but it's not like I will have to cut the ends for it to be more healthier, and it's really really thin, so I gotta use like certain hair products and stuff like that just to build up the strength and stuff like that. So I feel like, yeah, I had time to think about everything, a little bit of every part of my life, every aspect, where I want to be, what type of person I want to be, like what I should be doing from this point here on forward. I'm gonna accomplish all of my goals, every single last one of them. I'm going back to school. I've been applying to jobs that could help me, like teaching jobs that could help me go back to school, that would pay for it while I'm working towards getting my degree. Been like reading books. I've been like still writing books. I'm going to accomplish that. I'm gonna like look up some stuff to help me with that, because there are people that told me I couldn't do it, and then later on in life, like the last 4 or 5 years, I've seen some people that I know, like some of my people I thought were my friends, that are around my age, that they started writing books out of nowhere, and they was doing very successful with it. I asked them for help. How did you publish it? How did you do this? How did you do that? Guess what the answer was? I don't know. Or like there was no answer. And it's so funny, because if it was the other way around, I would have helped them, because I'm always like that, and they are godly people and they're always talking about God or whatever. But I realized, you know what, at the end of the day, I need to figure things out for myself, and that's my journey to go through. And there's a reason that they did it. Like, it'll be better off me doing it on my own at the end of the day, because I'm gonna feel better about myself. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get back into music. I wanted to produce and manage artists more so. I do write songs and stuff. I do want to still be a songwriter and sell books. So I'm gonna get back into ASCAP and another company or whatever as well with the writing for music or whatever. I also was supposed to be doing country music and stuff like that. I got offers when I was younger to go to Texas, but my parents didn't. They're like West Indian. I'm gonna talk about that too. They believed in just working. Go to work, you work hard, then things get done. They don't believe in like who you know, or like luck, or like the American way of life to do certain things. And they don't believe that certain things are real jobs either. They believe, the regular job where you clock in, clock out, 9 to 5. But they're like, now they're open and accepting towards me as a model too. within the last 2 years. Like my parents never even supported me with the modeling. Like they supported me financially with doing what I needed to do to get to certain auditions, certain places, and doing what I needed to do as far as modeling. But when it came to coming to my shows, they never really came. They always came to my graduations for everything. I did get quite a few degrees and graduated from everything. I graduated from modeling school, graduated from makeup school, graduated from bartending school, graduated from regular school a couple of times. I am working on my master's. I have an advanced master's degree. I have a bachelor's degree, of course. I had, I went to school for business, and I never opened a business, but I helped other people with their businesses, telling them what to do, because I was never, like I said, that self-love, that self-care, that confidence, that self-esteem building thing that I need to work on. Like, that's why I think my calling is to speak to youth and to speak to other people that out there that are lost, that can't find their way and stuff, and help them build confidence in themselves and know, like, hey, you can just go through this journey. I'll go through it with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I have so much to talk about, but like, you leave a little, like, like when you're in a relationship with a guy, you can't show too much cleavage. You can't be like this. Like, you gotta slowly take it off. Like, yeah, today, then tomorrow, that's there, like, like little step by step, day by day, month by month, But I'm gonna need y'all to help me out. Like my video, number one. Like my video, for sure. Share my video, for sure. Subscribe to my channel. Press that button. Hit the notifications. All right, I'm so New York with it. Hit the notifications as I upload more and more videos. Tell me what you want me to talk about. Leave stuff in the comments. Keep it positive, not negative. If you're being negative, it will get blocked, deleted, removed, because I removed that from my life already a long time ago. So, like, whatever you want to talk about, relationships, you can talk about my journey with my 10-year relationship, how that worked out, if I dated other people, if I didn't date other people, am I dating somebody now? I'm very transparent. I'll talk about my life. If you want to talk about, like, how my childhood was, we could talk about that. You could talk about what it's like at my job, so working with a teacher, what it's like going through so many different jobs, what it's like being unemployed a few times, what it's like just everyday life, like whatever struggles you want to talk about, we could talk about. What it's like trying to be an aspiring model, we could talk about that. What it's like trying to be an aspiring songwriter, aspiring author, like, just the journey of going to school and stuff. I'm still struggling with the journey of going to school, because with the college, nobody told me to get a master's degree you have to take your GRE test. I thought you apply to school everywhere I go for the last 2 to 3 years. They've been asking for my GRE score. So I'm going to study. I have a GRE book in the back or whatever that you see that book right there, the blue one? That's my GRE study book. I'm going to be studying. It's like high school days again. I'm going to have to go back to that. I can't even remember. It's been like, I've been out of school for like 18 years. But I know I don't look that old. But yeah, so I just got to get back into myself, get back in tune with everything. Peace, love, respect yourself. You already know what it is. It's your girl, Precise, Taneshia, Nicole. Check me out. I'll be here. All right. See you guys. Precise Nation. Yeah. See you later.